Yo everybody, it's Iheart. So let's get to it. Bring the pain!
What's up everybody, it's Iheart and I'm ready to bring the pain for you this week. And Dr. Roto, the Fight Club of Pain is open. Ooh yeah! And man, do we got a hell of an event about to start for the UFC today. So I can't, without further ado, if you didn't catch my power rankings or you haven't been to the site at Dr. Roto, then you missed my 5 bold picks today. But when I did my 5 bold picks, I was like, what am I leaving out? I'm like, the DFS portion of it. So I wanted to cover 2 fighters today that are definitely, they'll have some ownership. You're looking at probably 23 for one of them, maybe about 28, but sometimes people slip at this. Again, this is something that, I can do with football, and it always seems to work out. Even when guys are supposed to be around 15, 18, 20%, somehow I get them for 8 to 5. So not everybody's on the top of their games, but when it comes to fighting and UFC, there's a lot of information out there, man. So I hope all of you are ready to bring the pain this week. Ooh, yeah. Man, I got a guy for you. Man. At the end of this, I will review my pick, and I got nothing but juice for you, baby. Yeah. All right. First guy I want to talk about, a lot of people are talking about him, is Rob Font. Rob Font, of course, is going up against Cejudo, and Cejudo is the favorite. However, Rob has held it together in 8 out of his last 10 fights. He always goes the distance. We can all count on that. So when you're speaking from a DFS point of view, and you're looking at his price on DK, which is $7,600, right? He's easily averaging around 60 points. If Rob Font can go the distance, he can get you that 60 points, and that 60 points can break the slate. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, we seen people win fights and only get 60, 50 points. This is sometimes can be a toss-up when it comes down to the fights and the DFS games. It's not all about betting. That's why you always got to cover yourself with betting and the DFS. I keep saying this constantly every single week, that the two are like a marriage. It's hand in hand. If one fails, the other can pick it up and make it a good day, right? Do death do we part. Oh yeah! Y'all didn't see that. You got some marriage. Anyway, let's get to the next guy, right? But we could stick on Rob for a second, right? Because he is, at the time I did this, he was a plus 150, and I seen him creep into a 130 last night positive. So that means that there is some bets coming in for Rob, and this is starting to even out a little bit. So like I said, I'm not looking for him to win, but his decision prop is good. You can cash that in that article. You got to get to Dr. Roto if you want it. Yeah. Woo. All right. Next guy, this could be a knockout. Actually, it will be a knockout. It's Ibo Islam, and right now I have him knocking out Kudalaba in the first round. So on my bold pick article, I just went all in, and I said, he's gonna his round 1 was a plus 220 at the time I did it, and it was a plus 250. But overall, his knockout was barely positive. So for me, when you're looking at the numbers and you're seeing that, that they think that they're going to knock him out. Plus, I can't help that Kudalaba is 3-6-1 in his last 10 fights, and 3 of those are by knockout. Bro, it can happen again. And the way he hits, Ibo hits, man, it's going to be lights out real fast if you want that bet. There goes a little something for you on the side. I'll even give you guys a DFS lineup out at the end of this episode, just because I'm just trying to make sure. Tell your friends, get in here. I'm giving this out for free. If you like it, you don't like it, whatever, go find it. But guess what? I'm making sure that I'm running all the numbers, watching all the fights on all these fighters. I don't know anybody that's more dedicated than me right now. Yeah, there's a new sheriff in town. Oh yeah. Now let's get to it. Bam. If he gets that knockout, you can see him get around 90 points. We need 90 points from Ibo, and we need at least 60 points from Font, giving you 150 points for your DFS lineup. Now, to my bold pick. Okay, look. When I talked about my boy Juicebox Walker, Julius Walker, Mr. Starting It Up, look, I know that Menafield is crazy good. He's probably going to run through him. But a lot of the way the books are looking, to at least FanDuel earlier in the week had him all positives, right? So if it's going to be all positives, but the work that we've seen, that I have seen, that Juicebox has done, has been all around. His ground defense is pretty good. He can knock you out. He is kind of slick, and he has a nice size to him. 6'4". He is 4 inches taller than his opponent in Menafield. But Menafield is a tank. He's going to run through him. However, if you just watched a couple of his last fights, I'm talking about Juicebox. Juicebox got clocked real fast, straight up, and he recovered. And when he recovered, he was able to wrap the guy up, eventually finish him off in a TKO from a mounting position. So, if you've not seen a lot of work on Juicebox can knock out Menafield within the first 2 rounds. And I'm telling you, this bet exists, and it's insane. However, how juicy I want that bet to be, if Juicebox wins by points, the last I checked, it was a plus 750. I mean, this is what we do at Dr. Roto. This is what we do in the Fight Club of Pain. We talk about it, we look at it from different angles, and then we give it all to you, everybody. All right, I know you want it. You want to see what's going on, so let's have a little fun. Let's go. Ibo Aslan. We're going to go Cejudo, right? Hernandez. Abdul Malik. Costa. Juicebox Walker. Lock that shit in on DK and get ready to bring the pain to the slate. Have a great day, everybody, and always remember, may the points be with you. Yeah! See you next week.
Thanks for stopping by the office. Get your fantasy prescription by subscribing to the channel and checking out drroto.com. Until the next visit, be well and take care.